Welcome back to another episode of the Buffalo Lab. Mike, what's going on?
Oh, just have a question for you. I just got a text. I'm not used to smart watches.
No, why?
Because
Do you feel like a spy kid?
I successfully had my first phone call through my watch today.
Did you?
Felt like Spy Kid. I felt like I was fighting thumbs.
Isn't it kind of remarkable?
Yeah. It makes me sick to my stomach.
You don't have the ability where you can just take your watch, though, right? And you leave your phone at home. Like, your watch doesn't actually have
It has to be within a
cellular. Yeah.
No. My watch has cellular, but I still... does it have to be... I don't know if it has to be within a certain range of my phone, though.
So I can take a phone call right now.
Yeah.
I don't have cellular. It's just using the Bluetooth on my phone. It would be the same thing as if you had, like, headphones or something.
Yeah.
But if I leave my phone at home and I go golf or something, I can't use it for phone because it doesn't have its own LTE plan, which it would cost much more.
Oh, mine does.
Oh, it does?
Mine has cellular. That's what it's called.
I don't know. You made the big bucks now.
It's not that I make the big bucks. It's just a part of it. Although I bought this thing outright in cash. So, go Bills. Save for it for a minute, though. But don't think I just randomly... I mean, I kind of did, but
Why did you end up grabbing one? Because you didn't... For the longest time, you didn't want one.
New position.
Oh, new. Yeah, we did talk about that before.
Efficiency.
It's easier, yeah.
Way easier. It was obnoxious. And it's so helpful. It really is really helpful in the new role.
So what apps you got on it? You got like Solitaire or something?
No.
What is it? First of all, let's tell the people what it is. They can't see your wrist.
It's the latest Apple Watch. I was going to call it an Apple Series. I'm shot. We're drinking 114 proof. Welcome to the conversation. I'm having whiskey, but I'm talking about my watch. Okay. I got to center myself. It's the latest Apple Watch, which I believe is 7. So it's a Series 7 Apple Watch. It's not the LE or whatever, which is like the smaller version. And then they only make it in one size, which is like a 45 millimeter. And it fits my wrist well.
Do you like the square watch face?
Yeah, I'm fine with it. And then on it, you can, what's really cool is right now it's got, I don't know, can you see that?
Yeah.
Where it's got the normal admin data. So I have the date, the time, my location, the weather, text message, my heart rate, and then the battery life. If I'm out to dinner and I want to bring my Apple Watch, what I can do is I can hold and then choose the different watch face, which is cool. So I can go to chronograph, and then it looks like a normal watch. And then I can have multiples of these. But when I'm at work, I just keep it basic, and then I can do all this craziness with heart rate and whatever. The only thing I don't do is track sleep. I just let it charge overnight, and I don't really care if I'm in my REM. Like, it's awesome data to have and to know, but I'm just not that particular. Like, I wake up and I know if I slept well or not.
How accurate do you think these things are?
Dude, there's a reason why you can get a pulse quick on a wrist. So I'm assuming it's decent.
But like, it's just a green light going into your skin. Like, how is it that? How can that be that accurate about your sleep or your oxygen levels? Like, seriously?
I know.
You can put your finger. So like mine, that's my watch face right now.
Yeah.
I just like it super clean. I've been doing a lot of research to see if I can get a Movado watch face for it. Where it's just like that one
sweet.
dot, but Movado trademarked it. So the only way that you can get that watch face is if you buy their Movado Connect, which is their own smartwatch. Before we continue this discussion, let's say the sponsors.
Queen City Creative Works, Addies, and High Peaks. Thanks. All right, so what were we saying? It's your turn. I did round 1. You got to do round 2.
You always do that, though. You're so good at it. Queen City Creative Works.
I love you, man.
I love you too, brother. If you don't get that reference, go check out last week's. You should have been paying attention anyway. Queen City Creative Works, Etsy shop on steroids. It's a husband and wife business. They do incredible work. Right now, they are actually selling, this is probably going to come out in a few weeks, so not super relevant, but Buffalo Strong shirts. They're really cool. They're helping out the Jefferson community. Everything else, they do insane work. We have over by Mike our water bottle, which is engraved with the Buffalo Happy Hour podcast logo, as well as a speed bottle opener, which is also pretty cool, and some black slate coasters that you can order as well. Go to queencitycreativeworks.com, and then you can scroll down to the Buffalo Happy Hour section, click on that, buy that. They can ship wherever you are. So go over there, support your boys, support our friends over at Queen City Creative Works, and get yourself some cool merch. We also have High Peaks Aerial Imagery. They are a drone company that can fly first-person drones inside your establishment, which is crazy to watch them do. It look like some aliens over there with the goggles on and just flying under stools and whatnot. So go check them out, highpeaksimage.com. They can bring your marketing up to another level, and it's pretty sweet that they do that stuff. I mean, we're certified drone pilots over here at the Buffalo Happy Hour, but nothing like they do over there. And then also Addie's, thank you very much for your logo right here. So Movado, they have their own smartwatch now. And that's where you can get your Movado smartwatch phase. There's all these Reddit threads. Have you ever gone down a Reddit rabbit hole?
Once in 2011.
They're weird, dude. Really weird. Like subreddits. I don't understand all the lingo. All I know is that I Googled Movado watch and somebody told me it was illegal to get that watch face on my watch. You got to download some software. I don't know. I don't get into that. It's viruses. So I was going to do that, but
sounds
then
like an Android problem.
Yeah, right. But yeah, I think this is the cleanest that I could find.
Yeah,
it's decent, but I don't like numbers on it. You know, I like it more to be like super blank.
Right.
My Citizen watch is just one thing at the top.
Yeah,
because I just love that plain.
I have one that is. It's an old Guess watch. The battery died. Like, I actually should get it replaced. It's a straight black watch, square face. It's a diamond on the 12 and the 6.
I think I had that exact same one.
And then just a slash for the 3 and the 9. And that was it.
I think I had that exact same one, but
made me
silver.
so happy.
Yeah.
That's such a sick watch. I used to wear that all the time.
So do you track your heart rate and like pay attention to that stuff at all?
Every once in a while, like, I'll check my heart rate just to see what's going on. But I mean, I'm an alpha male. Yeah. There's no feeble traits.
What's your resting rate?
I know I'm fit.
Not right now, but like your normal resting heart rate.
I'll tell you right now.
Hell yeah. I hit all my zone minutes today. What's good?
My resting rate is 60 beats per minute. My walking average is 104, but that's only because I literally like stepped it out this morning and went ham. Normally that's like 90 to 92.
My resting is 61. Let's go, bro. Health.
I know. And then my... Oh, that was my last workout. Hold on. Let me do this.
Today my heart rate ranges from 48 to 133. So that's where we're at.
Heart rate. Current heart rate, after sitting and talking to you for a minute, because I'm a little juiced up right now.
Are you?
I could feel it.
I'm at 74 right now.
I'm at 71.
Hell yeah.
I'm a little juiced up.
Let's go.
I know, I'm a little juiced up. My resting rate is 60. And then my recovery is anywhere from 106 to 88. So I'm all over the place.
The sleep data is kind of cool to look at. I mean, it doesn't provide me much insight because I sleep like literally a baby the entire night.
Yeah.
I can go to sleep. As soon as my head hits the pillow, I'm out.
Right. Yeah, I'm not playing any games anymore. It's pretty rare that I'm up for more than 30 minutes once I get into bed.
Right?
Yeah.
And then I don't wake up until my alarm goes off, and that's just it for me.
I've been recently waking up before my alarm, just like juiced for the day.
I did that the last couple weeks.
So I started a new thing, which has been a tremendous help in regards to staying on track with fitness goals and weight goals.
Talk about it.
Every day at work, me and my 2 coworkers do minimum 100 push-ups a shift every day. And it transformed into doing 100 push-ups a day minimum. We'll do sets of 30, we'll do sets of 20. And then if I'm at like 90 for the day, I'll just do 10 just to hit the 100, and then I'll reset, and then the next set I'll do 30. There's an app that we use for the push-up track. And then what I've now recently started doing over the last 2 weeks is I do 50 push-ups and 50 sit-ups every single night before bed. So if work was insane and I ran around and then I was on a bunch of different job sites or whatever, and I was like pulling buckets to help the boys, and I'm 100% going to shower before bed, I'll do my 50 and 50, and then I'll shower, and then I'll go to bed. So the 50 push-ups and 50 sit-ups is amazing. However, it's at the end of the day, so I'm smoked. So I'll generally do like a set of 20, 20, and 10 for push-ups. I'll split it up into 3 sets. And then for sit-ups, I'll just do 50 sit-ups. And it's the old school like Army PT test before the ACFT rolled out. Sit-up where I'm in my bedroom. I'll lock my feet under my bed frame, and then I'll interlace fingers behind my head, and then I'll literally do a normal full sit-up. Back and head to the floor, my hands hit the floor, and then I sit all the way up, and then my spine passes my my ass basically, and then do a full sit up and then back down, and then I'll do 50 of those every single night.
How you feeling?
Incredible, and there's results there. Washboard. I'm juiced for summer. Dude, my shoulders have exploded from push-ups. My arms have definitely gotten bigger. Colleen's made comments. I've seen it. And then now, like at the gym, I'll go to the gym on the weekends, what I'm trying to do, but it's tough with the podcast, man. I mean, we're doing like 2 to 3 things a week with the podcast during the week, Monday through Friday. So it's kind of tough. You know, I don't got that much time. I'm just working on it, but I'm trying to go to the gym after work. It's going to be a nightmare because I'm dealing with the blue water tower.
Before?
I don't have time. The reason is I have time. My gym does not. The gym changed hours since COVID, and they open at 5. They're not 24 anymore. It's not, because I'm at work every day at 6:30, and I have to be there.
So you can't do 5 to 6?
No. It's not enough time.
Oh, okay.
Because I have to shower, and then I got to prep breakfast, and then make coffee and everything. Like, it's just not...
Yeah.
I can't spend 5 to 6 to lift, because then I would have to shower, because I'm a dirty boy when I go to the gym. I'm real gross, right? Because I'm there to work. Yeah. Like it's not just like match an outfit and see who's looking, you know, like I'm there for a purpose. So when I go, I'm going. So, and most times I'm there for more than an hour and a half. Like the elliptical stretch, that's 20 minutes right there, you know? And I'm not going to spend 40 minutes just banging weight. Like there's like a recovery period, and then based on what's happening, like it's a thing. Like when I go to the gym, it's a legitimate 2-hour thing.
What's your schedule like at the gym? What do you do one body part a day, or do you do upper, lower, upper? Like what's your
I just split it with muscle groups.
Okay.
I'm super old school. Yeah. So when I go to the gym, I always do the elliptical. I hit a mile, and then I'll burn anywhere from 100 to 128 calories on the elliptical. I don't know if that's accurate. That's what the machine says. Right. And then I'm happy.
But those things are way off.
Well,
I was going hard one day, and I put my hands on the machine, and it's like 88 beats per minute. And I look at my watch, and it's like 140. I'm like, nailed it.
Yeah, it's shot.
Super close.
Yeah, it's shot. So I'll bang out the mile on the elliptical, and then I'll set the cross ramp to 4 or to 12, whatever it is. It's like, it's 4 and 12. 12 and 4. Yeah, cross ramp at 12. That's the elevation. And then the resistance I set at 4. And then I bang that out for a mile on the elliptical. No impact on the knee. Feels good, right? Daddy's waking up. Hit the elliptical, then I go stretch. Once I stretch.
So you do elliptical first?
Yeah.
Okay.
Warm up, dynamic warm up. Get the blood flowing. You know, wake myself up. Get daddy ready. Then I stretch. So when I stretch, I'll do lower back, hamstrings, hip flexors. I'll do my piriformis, like everything through my ass, open all that up, open up my hips, and then really focus on my lower back so I don't pull anything. Because my Q muscle, my right side, shot ever since sophomore, junior year of football. The quadriceps laborum, for anyone who's really involved in human anatomy and the muscles and all that.
What is it called?
The quadriceps laborum. So if you ever go to like a chiropractor, you just tell them my Q is really tight. The Q muscle. That's what everybody knows it as. But it's basically... It's right above your hip, but it's deeper than your lat, and then it's at the base of your lat. So it's like it's right in your lumbar.
Dude, I think that's what I pulled the other day. Is that common to pull that?
Yeah, the Q sucks, man. My right Q has been a problem since I was like 17.
That's where it felt like it was a cramp for a while.
Cobras. You got to do a bunch of cobras. You got to do a bunch of single leg overs.
Because I'm kind of feeling it right now, too.
Yeah, you just got to stretch it out.
I've been working it out. I've been going like crazy.
Then you got to roll it out. It's a thing.
Yeah, I've been doing a lot of foam rollers.
Yeah, foam rollers are key, especially at our age, man. We're getting there, all right?
Oh, I don't like it. Dude, 30 this month. I don't like it at all.
We're talking about it next week. I'm going to see you next week. So anyways, the crazy thing is I'll stretch for like 15, 20.
No idea if it's been 15. Sounds good.
We literally only do it for Mega Fans comment.
Correct.
So, love you, Mega Fan. Let me do my. All right.
I love
So
you too, I guess. You do this now.
he's gonna comment. Love you too, Dark. I know he will. Probably from like Africa or something crazy.
Right? Yeah, really.
So the whatchamacallit?
Q muscle.
Yeah, so I stretch for 20. Also mega fan, I know, OPSEC, chill. Now he's rolling his eyes. So I stretch for about 15, 20 minutes, then I hit my actual whatever workout is. If I'm doing back, it's all back. And then I'll do back, shoulders, bis and tris, legs, chest. Those are my breakouts. That's how I do it.
But
I don't do upper
twice
lower
a week, so there's a possibility that you don't hit back for 3 weeks.
So that's what sucks.
Yeah.
So what I do is right now as we speak, just because of the new role.
Mm-hmm.
When I was in my last role at work, I changed my schedule so that I was doing everything once a week. At my new role, the gym doesn't open early enough, and they're not 24 hours because of staffing. They blame COVID. Whatever, they're playing games. Like whatever, go back to work. Like just open. So, or just let it be free reign. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like let us police our own. You know, we out here. So, and dude, it's $54 for two 30-pound dumbbells.
Really?
That's real pricing. $54 after tax for two 30-pound
So you're
dumbbells.
paying like $1 a pound.
More than that.
Around, yeah.
It's disgusting. It's basically anywhere from $1 to $2.
It's like almost $1 a chicken wing.
Yeah, it's like $1
Might
to
as well
$2
go
a
get
pound.
a double.
That's disgusting.
From Barbell, you know?
It
No
makes me
pun intended.
sick. So anyways, we also got to talk about a house I found in Eden. Can't afford it.
All right, let's focus on gym.
I know.
The gym.
I know. Can't afford it. I ran numbers today. Can't afford it. So found a house on 8 acres. Nasty.
I'll tell you right now, that electric mower ain't cutting it on that lawn.
$180,000 they purchased it.
Really? They purchased it.
They flipped it. Now it's going for $499.
Jesus Christ, you can't afford that. Are you kidding?
I checked. Couldn't do it. I was like, Forever Home. Let's see. Let's run numbers. VA home loan. It's like $2,900 a month mortgage. I'm like, I'll pass. It's like $8,000 a year in property taxes because it's sitting on 8 acres. I'm like, I'm good. So, anyways, what I'm doing now is I'll do like about 200 push-ups a day and then 50 sit-ups a night, and my diet's immaculate. So I do that 5 days a week, and then when I go to the gym, whether it's Saturday or Sunday, I hit legs. One of those days is getting legs, and then the other day I rotate. Whether it's it's tough with shoulders because I just literally blasted them all week. Mm-hmm. So I'll either do back or chest. But again, it's tough because I'm literally doing chest every day. So I'm trying to think of like, realistically, if I'm hitting legs, the other day I'll just hit biceps because I'm not.
Right.
Or I'll just do like an all-around over body day. So I'll just hammer cardio. I'll do some more core, and then I'll just add whatever feels good, and then just be all around fit. Yeah. But I feel great. I'm definitely down a couple pounds. Like, what
are you at right now?
I'm walking around at like 210.
210?
Yeah.
I'm at like 225 right now. I'm still hovering. I was down to like 220 for a little bit. I'm up to 225, but I'm happy right now.
What's your goal? Do you have any? Or are you just good like trying to maintain? Like, what's Zaddy doing? Tell the people.
If I was to get like super hard into it, so my goal this summer, I didn't do it last summer. And I want to do it this summer. I'm going to buy some Brooks, and I'm going to go running. Because right now for me...
Shut up,
I know,
bro.
But right now for me, so I go to the office on Tuesday, Thursday. I get there at 6:30. Ain't no way I'm going to the gym before then. Mm-hmm. Not happening. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, though, I go to the gym from 6 to 7, and then I'm online ready, like 5:55 to 6:55, and I'm online at 7, you know? So... Tuesday, Thursdays, though, it's an opportunity. Like, I want to get a good pump Monday, Wednesday, Friday, hit all the body parts that I need. But then if I hit all the body parts that I need and I only have 55 minutes, I can't hit cardio and abs. So that's why Tuesday, Thursday, I want to start running in the morning before work, because then I can get my ass up at 5:30, run a mile for 8 minutes, come back home, shower, and get to work by 6:30. That's easy. So that's what I want to start doing, is I want to start running a mile every Tuesday and Thursday morning. It's just I got to get shoes for that. So right now...
Well, you know a guy.
I do know a guy. So when we first started going to the gym, it's been about a year now. We've been going strong. Every single week we've been going, except for vacations. We started off doing... Tom, his cousin's husband, I think, owns Black Ops Fitness in Delaware. Probably crushing it. Not even close to Delaware.
No, we talked about that.
But
He sent you the program.
Yeah, so he sent
was
us
the old
program.
Spec Ops dude.
Yeah. Sweet program. Awesome. We did that for like about maybe 3 months.
Yeah.
We decided to switch it up a little bit.
Yeah.
So then we switched it up from there to do a body part a day. So
Yeah.
crush arms one day, crush chest, crush back. But then it got to the point where we did that for 6 months and we're like, okay, now we're realizing we're not doing chest every single week. We're doing chest every 5 days that we go, which is 2.5 weeks. So we're like, okay, I mean, let's try to switch it up again. So now we're back to doing the old regimen, which is do upper body, lower body, then full body. So yesterday on Monday, we did 2 chest exercises, 2 back exercises, and 2 arm exercises. Just crushed it. 6 to 8 reps, just as hard as we can go. I am so freaking sore today. It's insane.
Yeah, because the muscle confusion.
Yeah, that's what we went back to.
What if you do, instead of mixing push-pull, like you kind of just did, what if you do the super old school Venice Beach Gold's Gym Days routine?
Which is?
Back and tries, chest and buys, legs.
We were thinking about that too. So we might run this. We might run this circuit for a little bit, and then in 6 weeks we'll switch it up again to push pull.
Yeah.
Or chest tries, back buys, same thing.
And then legs.
Yeah.
And then just get
every Wednesday we
yoked.
hit. Yeah.
Yeah.
But that being said, every Tuesday, Thursday, I want to start running because we used to do some cardio. But if we're doing this where we're hitting 3 body parts, 2 body parts a day, I don't have time to go run. I have to get back and log on. So Tuesday, Thursday, I want to start running. That's my goal.
Well, whenever you're ready to buy Adrenaline GTS Brooks, just let me know.
Adrenaline GTS.
Yeah, that's
my
what you need.
My foot's so big, bro.
The toe box on a Brooks is wide. You're fine.
Is it?
Yeah.
I was doing a lot of research. People's feet are messed up nowadays.
100%.
Because everything's so cramped. Everyone wonder why they got friggin' bunions right there. It's like, yo, because you're wearing friggin' high heels.
They're wearing shoes with no arch support. That's the biggest problem. So, and they're walking on flat surfaces, which the foot's not designed for. Like, through evolution, we were always barefoot running around on Earth's crust, which is what we talked about in the first episode. If you didn't watch it, go back. So now everything is paved, everything is flat, and then we're wearing fashionable shoes that have absolutely no arch support. It's horrendous for your feet, specifically your plantar fascia tendon, or ligament. So what you need to do as a human race is wear things that conform to your foot to allow the proper motion and gait to occur. In that, with your foot, you can wear either Adrenaline GTS, whatever number it is now, and or a Beast. Because of what you're trying to do in your weight, you don't need a Beast. A Beast is a juiced up Adrenaline. It's just packed full of the sole is different. There's more gel involved. There's more arch support. You don't need all that. What you need realistically is just the Adrenaline. Try it out. See what you think.
Okay.
It's going to be a great shoe.
Yeah, I want to get into it because when getting back to your original question, my ideal weight, I think I would be yoked at 210, dude. I think I would be a beast at 210.
I'll send you a photo right now of what I look like.
If I got down, I already got one. Don't worry. Took it last night. If I got down to 210, I think I would be insanely crazy looking because I'm a big dude. I mean, I'm a big frame. So if I got down to 210, that would probably be like my peak. I don't ever see me getting down to 200 ever. I don't think that my body can ever
I don't
do
think
that.
you need 200.
Yeah, I think 210 would be a good weight for me, but that means losing 15 more pounds. And the only way that I could do that is if I run Tuesday, Thursdays. So I'm definitely looking at that. But our friend just sent me over the quote for our honeymoon. Probably trying to cut back on some expenses the next couple months.
Yeah.
But so I'm definitely looking at getting some Brooks. I just got to pull the trigger and just do it.
Correct.
It's so easy, and I can't convince Tom to get to the gym earlier. That's how it's going to be. He doesn't start work until 8, and I start at 6:30, 7 o'clock. So for me to tell him he needs to get to the gym at 5:30, he ain't doing that. I could always go before him and run if I wanted to, I guess. But I would rather run on Tuesday, Thursdays, get it out of the way, do it before. That way I have something going on every single day.
I used to run after my lifts. When Crunch wasn't even here, the World Gym Days.
Yeah.
I used to lift weights and then run on the treadmill afterwards and just burn calories.
Do you still consume protein powder?
Yeah, depending on what I do. But I don't use whey concentrate anymore. I use casein at night as a recovery, and that's it. Otherwise, no, it's just food.
Do you gain weight, though, when you have it? No.
I'm losing weight. I went from 222 down to 210.
See, that's what I need to figure out too, because I feel like my protein intake is so bad.
For the listeners, in case anybody doesn't know, a whey concentrate is a fast digesting protein, which is why it's always used post-workout. People just want to slam it, get it in, and then let the body absorb it immediately, digest it quickly, and feed the muscles for better growth and repair, period. When it comes to casein, it's a slow digestive protein, so it takes longer to break down and digest. So most people will have casein before bed. They'll drink it, and then they'll wake up, and they'll feel like a dense brick wall. Dude, I'm serious. And now, I didn't feel that or realize that until junior, senior year of high school when I was doing it. So I would have... I mean, we were burning so much in high school anyways, but specifically during 2 days of football, I needed something additional just to help recover because it was just so much. We were doing 2 days, but then we were also lifting. So in the weight room, we would do 2 different programs. There was shredding and getting ready for the season, and then there was bulk. And when it was bulk, it was always sets of 5. Like 5 reps for everything, heavier weight. And then for shredding and getting ready, it was always higher reps. So, and what are you doing right now? It depends on what I'm doing. But generally, I'll just run you through it.
This is the workout episode. If you don't like it, go next week.
If it's accessory work, I'm hitting 12 to 15 reps. So if I'm doing shoulders and I'm doing presses, I'll do anywhere from 5 to 8 or 8 to 10. And then if it's accessory work like cables, any type of delt raises, things like that, and I'm just hitting accessories just for definition, I'll do 12 to 15 reps. If it's face pulls, like something small like that with a rope, then I'll do 12 to 15 just to hammer it. But again, it's always slow and it's lower weight because, again, it's for definition. So it's not about just getting the reps in and moving the weight.
That's what I try to get Tom to do.
All I focus on is form and the muscle-mind connection.
100%.
So, dude, what I've realized in the last 4 years of lifting weights, because I've been lifting weights since 2007, 2008, legitimately lifting weights, because I grew up lifting weights because my dad lifted weights, but it was I didn't get serious until, eighth grade, freshman year. Freshman year it really kicked in. So that was 06, 07 on, and it's 2022. I go to the gym with headphones specifically to listen to really specific music so that I zone out and it just blocks noise. So what I listen to is the latest As I Lay Dying album, and the reason being is their deluxe album has all of the songs from the album with no lyrics. It's all instrumental. So I'll just listen to metal instrumentals, lift, and zone out. Just leave Earth. And all I'm thinking about is the squeeze and the muscle-mind connection. That's it. And when I'm done, it's such an effective workout, I forget what time it is. That's why it's a struggle for me to just go in the morning, because I need 2 hours because I know I'm going to zone out. I know that I'm just going to lose it. And then I'm just well, I need it. There's people that need paperwork. There's foremen that have questions. I have to go to work. So that's the struggle now, where that's why I really want to build a gym, but it's 54 pounds for a set of 30s. That's redonkulous. So that's my battle, but that's what I do. So it's all about the muscle-mind connection at the gym and really being effective with the time that I'm utilizing and putting into going to the gym.
Do you ever go with somebody else, or are
No.
you can only do it by yourself?
Loner boner. Yeah, it's just me. Colleen doesn't lift. She doesn't go to the gym. She works out at home. She's got her videos and her little weights and her bands or whatever.
If you had somebody to go with you, would you want to or no?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I did for decades. I mean, always have. It was always me and 1 or 2 friends. We'd always go to the gym. When I was doing landscaping and minor construction at Avanti, and I was grounds and maintenance, and we were we would work 12 hours and then we go to the gym after.
Right.
And it was World Gym Days, and we would bang out, 2-hour workouts. It was fantastic.
And then you would go work out. You'd go bang out for 2 hours, and you would go work out.
Correct.
Yeah.
But it was amazing. But now it's, it's an escape, really.
What's your favorite group to do? Muscle group?
Legs.
Yeah.
The muscle-mind connection with legs is amazing. And then I love back as well. Back's one of my favorite days. I'll never get upset with back. I also like shoulders. I love chest, and then arms. But it's legs takes the cake just because it's it's worth it. You know it's worth the drive, and then the tree can't grow without roots. So let's grow that peach.
Leg day.
Let's grow that peach. Yeah, I mean it's dude. Even with my knee issue, I'm still, which is fun, I'm trying to come up with different exercises that don't impact the knee pain. So, and I love squatting. I can't do it anymore. Like I can't back squat. That's what we were talking about. Like I showed you in the other episode. Like as soon as I break, like it screams.
Can
my
you
knee
do
screams.
single leg like back squat? No. So not back squats, but
what I have to
squats?
So what I have to do, this is how I get through leg day, and I just discovered a couple things that I can do without massive inflammation in my knee, is I'll do elliptical stretch, and then I'll do leg extensions, and then I'll do my abductors. So I'll do those weird chick machine exercises where I like squeeze my legs in, and then I push it out, and then I hit the outside of my hips, and work that.
Good for your golf swing.
Right? Then I hit, it's bike season. There's bikes outside. I heard that. And then I have leg press. And then what I just discovered I can do is two things, which is really nice. I can do body weight single leg lunges without walking. So I put my foot on a 5-pound plate, elevate the balls of my feet, and then I drive through my heel so it doesn't really hurt the front of my knee, which is key because that's where the pain is. So I'll do those, just body weight. I can't do weighted. And then I can do box squats, which is fantastic. So now, and I just found that out last week. So what I can do is I put 135 on the bar just to see if it was going to scream, because that's like my warm-up squat weight is 135. So what I did is I put 135 on the bar, picked it up. I had sunburn, so I had to like drop it a little bit on my traps because I'm like, oh my God, it really kills. And then I put a bench beneath me, and then I sat on the bench, and I was like, okay, I'm here, I'm holding the weight, like, let's stand up and see what happens. And I forced my ass out a little bit further and really dramatized forcing my ass out. And then when I stood up, I just drove, like, and again, same thing, like, you're really just focusing on where you're driving the weight out. So I'm really focusing on my heel, my hamstrings, in through my glutes, and then standing up. And then what I do is I squeeze my glutes forward. So I emphasize the squeeze to engage it, and then I'm doing sets of 10, and then I rack it.
So these are more glute-focused squats than quad-focused squats.
So, but what I've realized is when I'm like, okay, like that was the first set, felt good. Now I'm like, let me check my foot, my right foot, because my right knee is fried. Like in physical therapy for it fried, for the audience that doesn't know. And I'm like, let me look at my foot to see what my foot's doing. And what I noticed is my right foot, so I'm going to mirror it for you, is kinked a little. And I'm like, that's the compensation. I can't have that. So I straightened my foot, and then I brought my feet in, and I made it a more narrow stance. And then I sat down on the bench, and then I stood up, and I do the same things. I drove through my heel, which is normal, drove through my hamstrings, drove through my glutes, stood up, squeezed my glutes forward, emphasized it, and then I stood there and looked at myself, and I'm like, that was a good rep. Let's do 9 more of those. Do 9 more, racked it, and then I felt the blood, and I'm like, that's where it needs to go. And I physically felt everything feed into my rear, and then it fed through my quads, and I'm like, that's it. So now I know that I can do that without feeling knee pain in my front knee. So I'm like, okay, now I can grow it that way. So now what I'm doing is I'm evaluating everything. The delay for the lactic acid to hit my legs, like where am I sore? Where am I feeling it? Am I even sore? I'm like diagnosing the thing, like am I feeling tight? Like how's the waddle? Like where am I at?
How's the waddle?
Instead of doing 8 or 10 reps, can I do 12 to 15? Like can I really grow this thing? Was that enough weight? Probably not. So what I realized is 135 is not enough weight. I was like, let's go. So and then I'm evaluating my knee. My knee's swollen. Do I have to ice it? Like, what's happening here? And it's all just like super good data where I'm like, this is super. Now it's fun. Now it's not like, oh, I'm going to go to the gym.
Right.
It's like, this is really cool because I can focus on things. I can build things. I can hammer it.
You're literally just like with at least just sculpting that sculpture.
And that's why I love bodybuilding without like the lifestyle of eating and that portion of bodybuilding or like taking the test and everything else. Like I don't need that. Like I'm obsessed with building and shaping the body. And I'm like, I've been since freshman year.
Yeah.
And I feel like now you're just like juice, because as you're starting to see results, you're like, I can grow that out. Like I can pop that out a little bit. And then you're looking in the mirror and you're like, oh, my shoulders are a little weak right now. Like I can grow that out, and then I can extend my frame.
Right.
Like I can hit traps a little bit. I can grow my side delt so that I actually look wider. It's really fun to go. But then of course you build like complexes and you're like, I need therapy because I have a body image problem. But you just don't go down the rabbit hole that deep.
Have you ever looked back at some old pictures and you're like, I can't believe I felt fat back then, or like felt big back then? Or is that just me because I'm a female inside?
No, I have. But have you ever looked at photos from 7-8 years ago and you're like, I was in the best shape of my life there?
No, because I wasn't.
Right. I knew the answer to that. That's why I paused for a second, but it's okay. I just had to still ask. I look at photos from 2013 and I'm like, that's the goal.
I had like one summer where I was going back when I worked at Tops, when I was a manager at Tops, just weird flex. When I was there at night, I would go to the gym every single night to the Y. I was on that family plan that was like for 16-year-olds and under. Not really. It was like 18-year-olds and under. And it was super cheap. I was going there every night. I was in amazing shape. But that was literally for like 3 months. And then since then, I haven't felt as good as I do right now than I have honestly, since like high school. So I don't know if there was ever a point where I was like, bro, I'm yoked. Because I'm at that point I'm getting to that point right now where I can feel striations in my muscle that I never could before.
Do you do chest flies on the machine?
Every once in a while. That's kind of, we do a lot of
dumbbell flies.
No, cable flies where we extend past the middle, because that's obviously a better stretch of your muscle to go do that. But we do a lot of barbell workouts and just really focusing. That's what I'm trying to get Tom to do, is focus more
dumbbell
on
or barbell?
Dumbbell.
Okay.
I like to feel each individual arm rather than just the barbell itself. And barbell, or the actual barbell, can mess up your shoulders quite a bit, especially if you load it high.
Because you said barbell.
Yeah. Oh, dumbbell.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that's what I got to get Tom to focus on, is more of a slow, like, focus on the eccentric, bro. Don't drop it quick. Like, focus on the eccentric and then push up. It's better to go slow down and then accelerate through.
Correct.
Than it is to drop it really quick and then slowly go up. Like, you gotta
and then switch it too.
Yeah,
do that for like a month and then switch it.
Yeah.
Oh my god, it's amazing.
It's so fun.
We used to have competitions. I mean, obviously, like right after class, we'd go right to the weight room, and then we would have like a 7 to 10 second hold on the way down, and you would hear your partner count, and you're just like, I'm gonna die inside. I'm gonna die inside. Like I'm gonna drop this thing on my throat, and then all of a sudden it's like push, and you're just like. And then you just breathe out. Yeah. It was so much fun. Diet's 90% of it, because your diet's cleaner than Tom's. I know that because it's Tom, and I'm just going to say that. Like, and he's not going to be the first to.
He doesn't listen anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Well, but he also knows that your diet's cleaner than his. Because
100%.
Yeah, it's Tom. So, is just dying laughing right now.
I got a crab BLT today, off the record. Crab BLT today from Liberty Hound. We went and I was at work. My coworker, my boss, got truffle fries. Nick got fries. I got a salad. I'm like, I got to keep clean, man. Like, even though I'm having a BLT, I can't go fries again. Like, that's going to kill me. I won't feel good for the next 4 hours. I got to eat clean. It was an amazing salad, by the way. And the crab, it was fried crab, so it wasn't great. But it was very tasty.
That's awesome.
It was a good sandwich.
It's nice when your diet's so clean that your body responds to it, and then when you hit specifically chest flies on the machine and or cables, you can see the striations from your sternum over through your pec into your shoulder, and you see those, and you're like, I'm getting somewhere.
Do you wear tanks?
I do.
Okay.
They're not super revealing tanks. They're not like the wife beater style. They're just they're like a normal shirt, but just no sleeves.
Like
I have those,
cutoff,
cutoffs. I do, however, have 2 tanks. One is in the mail. It's going to show up soon. I just got it from Seth Feroci. It's All-American Roughneck, and then there's 3 bullets this way. I shop at Tops. And then the The other one is Under Armour USA branded one. So, and that one I just like, it's oversized. It's gigundous. It's like an XL. So I'll just like wear that on vacation in Maine.
Yeah.
I'll wash the cars in that. Like it's just something loose.
But it's not one of those like real short bodybuilding, thin.
No.
Yeah, I just don't like dudes that wear that.
The singlets?
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
It's like you're at LA Fitness. What do you or Esporta? Sorry, I forgot we went Spanish for a second. We're there. What are you doing?
We're there.
You're not a bodybuilder. Why are you wearing this?
Right.
Just wear a band tee like everybody else does and go there and just crush it and leave. Mm-hmm. You don't need to stare at yourself while you're doing all these workouts. Just cut it out.
I know.
It's so weird. The gym culture is, I can understand how somebody going into it is very intimidating. That's why I never understood, like, let's roast the New Year's resolutioners. It's like they're trying to be healthy. Like, just appreciate that.
The only reason I hate it is just because they take up so much space and 96% of them weed themselves out and quit anyways. So it's just like, dude, just get off the machine. You're not even using it correctly, you know?
Do you ever, like, coach somebody, though? Like, bro, you're literally hanging from this lat machine. Can you, like, focus?
If it's obnoxious, yeah. Like, if they're using a leg curl machine for arm curls.
Have you seen that before?
Yeah. Of course. That's why I'm talking about it. Like, I've walked up and I'm just like, hey, like, are you done with this leg curl machine? Like, how many sets do you have left? And then they stare at me. They're like, I'm done. I'm like, correct. And then I
They
just
have
take it over.
diagrams that highlight the muscles you've been working on in red.
You're giving too much credit to the human race. So then those people just like walk away out of like shame. And that's how I've kind of coached them. But I haven't, unless I know them, like you've seen this, the crew, it's the same crew at 5, right? So at 5 a.m., it's the same crew of people.
I lost a couple friends.
I know.
I've been going there, and these 2 people just left. I'm like, my family's gone. Now I just have to talk to Tom. This is annoying.
Yeah, that's the worst. So if they're doing something obnoxious where it's like they have good intent, it's just the execution's atrocious, and I know them because I've seen them every morning, I'll just come up, I'm like, hey man, I just want to let you know, like I'm not trying to coach, and they're just like, no, help me out, because I'm like kind of confused, because they understand, but it's always been like a good back and forth, and then I'll just kind of coach them up. A lot of that has happened on like two-way try. So two-way triceps is also commonly known as tricep pull downs, depending on the person you talk to. So I've seen, which I'll do it on camera, most people come up like this, and then they go down, instead of stopping at 90, keeping their elbows in and going down and squeezing at the top, and then forcing their hands out like with a rope. If it's a fix, the fixed V.
Yeah.
So I'll coach them on that, and then I'll also coach them with...
as soon as you bring it up, you start involving more shoulders to like push it down.
Correct. So you want to lock it to focus on the back of your triceps back here. So I've helped people with that before, but it's always been cordial, and it's always been, not like I'm trying to make an ass out of them. I'm just like, hey, like, I just wanted to let you know. That's always been received really well is how I should say that. And then the other only one is... there's some savages at the gym that do a lot of calisthenics, and their core strength is insane. They'll do L-shaped pull-ups. So they'll bring their feet to 90, and then they'll do a pull-up.
It's obnoxious.
Yeah, and then people have asked, like, hey, do you know, because they'll see me do some crazy stuff, or they'll see my hands doing certain things, and this is like old world gym days where I've just picked it up from other bodybuilders that I just incorporated to get a better squeeze and a better feel. And they'll ask, specifically during like lat pull downs or pull ups, hey, why do you do that? And they've engaged and initiated that conversation. And even on the pull up assist machine, they're like, why do you make an L with your thumb and pointer finger when you're doing pull ups and you're only using your other 3 fingers to grip? And I say, well, it's making pistols. And it just kind of, it forces your body to use the muscles that you want to use. And then all you're trying to do is touch shoulder blades.
People underestimate how powerful the grip is in your forearms.
Yeah.
Because even when you do curls, like one of the curl exercises that everybody makes fun of, but I live by it, is just the function of doing waiter curls. Because when you do waiter curls and you surround the barbell or the dumbbell with your hands and you don't involve your grip at all, and you're just lifting it up and flexing at the top, that's removing all of that when you really jerk up your arms and you just do all forearms. Like not involving your wrists as much as possible, even with like benching exercises. Don't put it in your fingers. Put it on your palm because that's where your wrist comes in.
Same thing with when you bench press, where you bring it to. Do you bring it to the bottom of your pecs or do you bring it to the middle of your sternum?
Right.
That impacts it. And then the other thing is your thumb. Your thumb is huge. Yeah. So even if you're doing skull crushers with an easy bar curl, do you... it's a rhetorical question. So other people can think about it.
What I'm doing.
Yeah. So with your thumbs, do you just make it flat?
Yeah, I don't involve.
Or do you wrap your thumb under the bar?
I don't involve them. I'm like
right. So if you don't involve your thumb, it's a whole different reaction with the muscles. So all of those things matter, and most people don't even see that. And then they're like, "Well, I've been at the gym for months. I'm not." It's like, dude, it's because your execution is garbage. Like the smallest tweaks make the biggest difference. Touching shoulder blades when you're pulling is everything. Squeezing through the reps is everything. And then that's why I'm saying the muscle-mind connection is everything. Because if you do 100 push-ups, great. But if you do 50 perfect push-ups with the proper form and the proper squeeze, it's more efficient than 100. Absolutely. So it's that mental shift at the gym that changes everything.
Even with benching. Like that's why I use dumbbells more than barbells, because I can get my shoulders in a more protracted state.
Yeah, where you touch your shoulder blades first.
Because then it focuses more on the chest rather than when you're barbell, you're like this and you just push up. It's like you gotta retract those blades and get more focused on the chest.
So when you retract your shoulder blades on a bench and your bench press, old school bench press.
Yeah.
When you lay down, I don't arch my back. I'm not a power lifter. I'm not doing that.
Right.
But what I do is I've
seen some obnoxious people at the gym like go hard with the arch back. It's like, yo, you're going to throw something out.
I'm not about that. Like I understand what they're doing, and I know because I have a lot of friends that powerlift like competitively, and I get it. But there's also a certain like arc degree that you reach, and then when you exceed that, it's just obnoxious and it's not doing anything. Yeah, and it's dangerous. So when it comes to benching, I'm old school, but what I'll do is I'll lay down on the bench normal, and I'm like, okay, and then I'll drop my arms to the sides of the bench, and I'll just like decompress for a second and just collect myself and just kind of enjoy the fact that I'm laying down. And then I'm like, okay. And then I'll grab the bar, I'll center it on myself because 9 times out of 10 it's not.
Correct.
So I slide it over whichever way. Then what I do is I get my grip, and I'm like, okay, I get my grip, I undo my grip. This is my whole routine for 1 rep. Undo my grip, squeeze my shoulder blades together, readjust my rump, get back on the bench. My shoulder blades are pinched together. Then I regain my grip, and my elbows are in. My shoulder blades are pinched. I then give myself like a 3 count silently. I lift on 3, and then I breathe in on the way down and breathe out on the way up. And then it's all... My shoulder blades are pinched the entire rep, and it forces myself to squeeze my pecs through the entire rep, and then I bring it to the proper depth on my chest, and then just bring it right up, and then right down. And
what do you think about people bouncing off of their ribs?
It's trash. You're not
I hate it.
Have fun doing that with 305. You're going to crack your sternum.
Correct.
So, and dude, honest to God, 305 is so heavy on your wrists.
Oh, yeah.
It's ridiculous. I've been lifting for a long time. I've been very strong before. The heaviest I've ever done on a bench press is 305 for 2.
Yeah.
Like 315 I would need wraps. 100%. It's just so much weight. I've seen it so many times it just slips out of someone's hand. Like, I could 100% see myself doing
100%.
that. That's why I'd rather just do 225, 275, 295, keep it below 3, and then just work the muscle.
Right.
Like, and then as I got stronger, I just got further away from doing powerlifting weight and just moving into just more functional fitness.
Because you realize more of what's valuable.
Yeah, I just...
You don't need to be
I don't
Thor.
care.
You need to be... You just want to be fit and healthy.
I want to be a Dilf.
And not die.
Yeah, I want to be a Dilf with a wagon. That's it. Dilf with a wagon. You know, like I want my wife to feel safe when she
that's going
hugs
to be
me.
the title of this video, right?
Dilf in a wagon. That's all I want, dude. Like, feel safe when you hug me, and then know that you're with a man that's capable. You know, that's it. And then if you call me daddy every once in a while, then whatever. It is what it is. That's it. That's all I'm going for. Functional fitness.
What it comes down to.
Functional and effable. And I'll edit it. That's it.
Well, what a great place to end this episode. Functional and effable. I don't know. What do you guys want as the title? You're not going to know because I already made it by the time that this goes live. So, I don't know. It's either Dilf with a wagon or Functional and Effable.
Dilf with a wagon is definitely worth posting.
Right? I think I like it. Hopefully everybody else understands. Well, thank you everybody for joining episode 140. I don't really know the actual episode number, but thank you very much for joining. We really appreciate it. We're just trying to get you guys away from the everyday struggles that is life. So if you like that, if you want us to continue not diving into actual real life issues, because real life issues suck. I mean, we just literally talked 45 minutes about the gym, and I haven't brought out that hard in a while. You know what I'm saying? Like, I love you, bro.
I love you, bro.
So this is where we are right now. If you want to continue supporting us, make sure you subscribe, make sure you like this video, and leave a comment down below. What do you guys do at the gym? And also, what would you like us to talk about next week? Because we're going to continue going. We've been doing this for 3 years. We ain't stopping. So thank you very much, everybody, for joining. If you are going to drink some whiskey or anything while you talk or you listen to us right now, please always remember to drink responsibly, be a good person. And Michael,
do not litter.
We're out.